How would you advise the federation to prepare? What would you advise that they do to the team that won the championship last year for the first time for Nigeria? Change the team, bring new guys, or stick with the team, strengthen a few weak areas, and be ready for the Olympics?
I think the federation should, keep, stay close to all the players and really make sure, because it's different environments. Some of them, like most of them, live in the U.S. They were born in the U.S. And for the federation that is, only Olumide that is the only one, and maybe Usman and the rest of them that is here. So they should make sure they're always in communication with these guys and make sure they put them together and not just to come separated, The basketball, let it be a team thing,
Big family.
Yeah, big family, and just make sure there's a communication, and if possibly, make sure everybody come together more often, So that will really help the Nigerian basketball, because if somebody is far away, you only talk to him on the phone. Sometimes it's a difficult task. And when they all come together, you see these people have their own clique, this one have their own clique. We don't want to do that kind of clique thing, Because if you check, before, when we used to have their Tunji Awojobi, Mohamed Acha and the rest. So when they come, some people, they're friends because, okay, me and you stay in this country, playing in this country, me and you in this school.
I've known you for a long time, we've born together, and then there are different camps in the team.
Right, that's why you see we never won the African Championship, because then everybody's kind of separated. But when we come, they're trying to put them together. So I think Federation got to work harder in trying to make sure everybody's together and, to finish the Olympics.
Let's come back to what you've been doing for the game for the past 10 years. Have you been encouraged by what you've seen, by what your foundation has churned out? I'm talking about the quality of the product that have come out of your foundation. I understand that you pick some of the best players, you give scholarship, take them out, and do a lot of things. Have you been encouraged, with what you've seen from your foundation?
So far, so good. I have been I've been proud of all of them, because that's why you see, regardless of the help I'm not getting, but I still do it, because one thing I see for sure, I see a student, not even just a basketball, but he's going to Harvard University. And Harvard is one of the best education schools.
Yeah.
And you see our boys getting a...
These are pictures from the last camp?
Yes, this is just for the last camp.
Okay.
So basically, you see people getting academic scholarship and not even basketball anymore. So, and one of the kids, Ike Obiagu, he's going to be a first-round pick, 2019. And he's number 7 in the whole country, in the United States right now. He's number 7. So now, for him being in this thing is very encouraging. And look at Chidi Valentine Okeke. He's in LSU, and he's doing football. But he's just the best in that school. Everybody call me Chidi is one of the best students and a sportsman. So when I see all these things, I'm happy seeing this kind of stuff. So that's why I cannot give up till I see any kind of maybe misbehavior or stuff like that. But all of them has been behaving well.
I was going to come to ask you that. How much support are you getting? This is a very beautiful project. Yeah. Have you spoken to some of your colleagues, some of your those who are your teammates, to get involved, make it bigger, and corporate support? Is it coming for you in any way? Because I'm worried that when an athlete, is involved in the game, is playing the game, and is doing this, they're not going to play forever. Ejike. Right. At some point, you are going to stop.
Right.
But this kind of project shouldn't stop.
Can never stop. And for me, El Farouk Aminu, basically this year he called me, he said, listen, I saw what you're doing and I really want to support you, and please, I'm going to give you some pairs of shoes to give to the boys in the camp. I said that is good. So he really came out to help by giving out some basketball shoes, and he's having his own camp soon, which I'm trying to be there too for him. And secondly, 2 years ago, Afrin Gas and Oil, they came in to help me for 2 years, stuff like that. So for now, but this year nobody really stepped in. It's just El Farouk Aminu that came in and said, I'll give you something to shoes to give out to the boys.
Yeah, Ejike, as somebody who played the game here, and you still hold the record of being the first Nigerian player. I'm yet to find out if there's any other person that has achieved it, to move from the league straight into the NBA. I'm going to ask you about the state of the league. The Final 8 is going on now. I'm sure you've been following events of the Final 8. What do you want to see improved upon in the league? What would you want the NBBF to improve upon in our league to make it better? Because you just spoke about the quality of the players that we have in the league who can play at any level in the world.
Yes. Basically, you know, for the federation, they tried this year. I see they clothed the players, and they gave them a lot of stuff which we never had before. So that's one improvement I've seen in that. But secondly, what I think they should do more is, you know, think about, because when I used to play, I always think about the national team as my biggest goal, something to achieve. So they should allow them to play, because not just to bring them to the camp and just, you know, believe in one set of, you know. But
use them as training materials?
Yes, it never helps anybody. Because once I know if I go to a tournament, I can see something that is happening and seeing other players. When I come back, I want to be like them. I want to play better than, like me, improve me. That I'm just talking about myself. Because for me, getting exposed, playing in the World Championship and all those kind of stuff, whenever I come to our league, I feel like I can, you know, when people watch me play, they want to learn something, and it's encouraging to the next person, you know. But if I find out I can't make it to the national team no more, it's going to demoralize, because when I was talking to some of them, that kind of thing is in their head. They're thinking about it. And as the president of Basketball Players Association, I was thinking the same thing, like, you know, the federation should think about them too, you know.
Let them know that they can also play at the national level. At the
national level, because if I can be drafted to the NBA from the same NBBF league, as well, somebody else can be the same too. So I think federation should consider those kind of stuff too, and let them have future, like let them know they have future. Because once, if I know I'm playing in the league, and I know I can make it one day to the national team, that's the biggest thing we have here in Nigeria. You know, because
so
if I didn't play for the national team, I don't think I would be in the U.S. or even doing Ejike Ugboaja Foundation. You know, because we were all born here, and basically we want to support all these things, you know. So this is what I think, though.
Before I allow you to go, Ejike, because I'm told that we have to wrap up on this one very quickly and round this off. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm talking about Ejike, the player, and Ejike, the philanthropist. Where do you see yourself, Ejike, in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself, you know, basically, I see myself, you know, still doing my foundation, still having more people that will represent Nigeria in the future, and seeing all these people that went to the U.S. from the Ejike Ugboaja Foundation. I'm seeing them being in the NBA, coming to do the same thing I did for them, to the same society, and supporting the NBBF, and trying to make the league grow, you know, and, you know, support who they left too. That's what I see.
I wish you the very best with this, with your project, and I wish you a very resounding success as you return to the game, and pray that this time you'll be injury-free and be able to give back to the national team. Do you see, guys, is it a possibility that we can pick a medal at the Olympics?
I think they will.
The Americans are there, the Spanish.
No, I think, you know, what happened to us before was
stage fright.
Like, it was just the first time, but this time they're going to do something good.
A medal?
Yes.
You want to predict which color?
I just know we got a medal.
It's a tough one, but impossible is nothing.
No, I know, but I think they're going to get something. Because they're determined. All of them are determined.
All right, so that's coming from Ejike, Nigerian international basketballer, to his colleagues who are getting ready for the Olympics. He says you guys can go out there and get something. Ejike, thank you so much for your time. We really wish you the best.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing. And I'm sure most of these kids, you never know what they will become. MVP in the NBA, anything can happen. Yeah. And they will always look back and say, look, Ejike made it happen.
Yes.
All right, so we wish you the very best. And
Thank
of course, pray that you achieve a lot more success, even in your own career as well.